It's the final season. I was wondering, were there any challenges, if you look back on like, the entire show, were there any episodes that you considered to be like very difficult to get into reality, basically?
I mean, they all are. It's a really, really hard show to make.
Yeah.
And I think people would be horrified to know how close to the edge of doom we like to surf. Because, you know, when you say, when you write, you know, Butcher drives a speedboat into a whale, and then the crew has to actually pull that off in a way that's credible and feels weirdly, I mean, it's not a grounded moment, but the production has to feel grounded.
Yeah.
The whale has to feel real. The impact has to feel real. You know, and
it felt real.
It
felt real.
Yeah. So like everything from that to Deep having sex with an octopus to you name it, and we're always right on the razor's edge of like, is this going to be the one that sinks us? Yeah. But I think the crew is just so great, and they so understand the tone of how to ground it. That, you know, we're able to pull it off. But that's where, for a show like this, that's where you got to be. Yeah. You got to be out way in front, right on the edge.
Yeah, it kind of feels like the final season is like that in its entirety.
Yeah, no, every episode is huge. And I'm not ashamed to admit that the first episode went so wildly over budget that I had a lot of people yell at me. But you know, it's got to be big, man. You know, they don't give away Emmys or Oscars for being on budget.
Honestly, when they're yelling at you, it's a good sign.
Yeah. Right.
They've drunk the Kool-Aid. It's too late.
Yeah, it's far too late.
And talking about being grounded, Jack, last season had quite a few very important character moments. For example, Huey's father passing away. Yeah. That really hit home a lot. So, do you consider that to be a defining character moment that carries on to in the final season?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, that was a huge moment. That's a huge moment for anyone losing a parent. And definitely in the case of Huey. And I think that what I love about Huey this season is that he is the most mature we've ever really seen him. I feel like the way I've been trying to play him over the years is season 1, he was kind of a baby. He was new to this crazy world of violent superheroes. Season 2, he's like, you know, kind of a toddler getting a sea leg. Season 3, he's a bratty teenager. Season 4, he's a young man dealing with real world things for the first time. And it feels like he's a man this season. Obviously, he's in prison. But I think what's so cool about that is that, you know, he's a character who's been through so much. So what else can you do to him? He has a kind of confidence now. Which is so interesting, and he steps up. We're dealing with this idea of hope this season, and he's the person trying to keep hope alive. And this is such a beautiful thing that Erik wrote: is that hope is a choice, and hope is sometimes the only thing we have. It's not naive. It's not overly optimistic. It actually can be kind of rebellious, and it can be kind of badass if you make the choice, because it's such a hard choice to make. And that's kind of Huey's journey this season. But yeah, a lot of that definitely came from such a monumental moment last season, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And Karl, talking about like punk rock maybe, Butcher really goes all out this season. Now he has powers, and I was wondering, last season there was kind of this balance between the good and the bad, with Rebecca, his angel basically, and Kessler, his demon, whispering into him. Where do you consider his path to go this season? Because
well, this season, you know, is really, you know, Butcher has obviously ostensibly given over to the darker nature. He has this V-powered organism that is living within him. He's gone off and he's really learned how to fully utilize that power. He's the most dangerous, formidable, smartest version of the character. And you know, one of the first things he does is you know, I think he still needs the boys, and particularly still needs Huey, because Huey is the one person, as has been set up, to really sort of pull him back from the edge of absolute disaster. So I still believe that fight for his humanity is still in there on some level, but it's also, there's an existential crisis going on, and Butcher from season 3 has been saying these soups are going to wipe us out. This is dangerous. And then, you know, this season Homelander is ostensibly turning himself into an immortal god. He will be unstoppable, and so everything that Butcher's been prophesizing is coming into fruition. So it's sort of really, every week he's like dragging the boys on, and he's got one plan. It's like, we're going to do this. If that doesn't work, we'll pivot and we will do this. And he's just relentless. And so it's a very sort of densely packed, action-packed, heartfelt, emotional, tragic, fun, ballistic season.
That's it then. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, man. Great questions. You're clearly watching.
I'm a fan, yes.